Are Social Security recipients finally getting a $5,000 stimulus check? A new proposal could mean major financial relief is on the way. But who qualifies, and when will the payments arrive? Today, we're diving into the latest updates on this potential stimulus, breaking down who's eligible, what's happening in Congress, and how it could impact millions of Americans. Plus, there's an unexpected twist. Some recipients might also qualify for a Doge Dividend check, a unique financial incentive tied to government savings. Could this be another payout opportunity for struggling households? Stay tuned until the end to find out. Welcome to Financial Area, your go-to source for financial updates. If you want to stay informed about stimulus checks, government programs, and financial opportunities, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an update. Now let's get into it. Millions of Americans relying on Social Security and VA benefits are wondering if they qualify for the proposed $5,000 stimulus check. The good news is that lawmakers have specifically included Social Security recipients, whether retired, disabled, or receiving SSI or SSDI, as well as veterans who rely on VA benefits. This move acknowledges the financial strain these groups face, especially with rising costs making it harder to afford necessities like food, housing, and medical care. Since these individuals have contributed to the system through years of tax payments or military service, the proposal aims to provide them with direct financial relief. One of the biggest concerns among Social Security beneficiaries is whether their income level will affect eligibility. Some previous stimulus programs set income caps, preventing higher-earning retirees from receiving checks. However, in this case, the focus is on ensuring that those who depend on fixed incomes are not left out. Lawmakers argue that seniors and disabled individuals face unique economic challenges, including inflation and increased healthcare costs, making them a priority for financial assistance. Additionally, veterans who have served the country and rely on disability or retirement benefits would also be included, reinforcing the government's commitment to supporting those who have contributed to society. Another key factor in qualifying for the stimulus check is the requirement to file a federal tax return. Even those who don't normally file taxes, such as low-income seniors and disability recipients, may need to submit a return to ensure they receive their payment. This step is crucial for the IRS to verify eligibility and process payments efficiently. Some lawmakers are pushing for an automatic payment system for Social Security and VA beneficiaries to prevent them from missing out simply because they didn't file. However, without a finalized decision, those eligible should be prepared to submit a return if necessary. While the proposal has gained strong support, there is still debate over how quickly the payments can be distributed. Some officials believe the checks should be sent out immediately, given the economic hardships many Americans are facing. Others argue that additional budget considerations may delay the process. Regardless, if approved, the $5,000 stimulus would be one of the most significant direct payments to Social Security and VA recipients, providing critical financial relief during uncertain times. The proposed legislation for the $5,000 stimulus check is gaining traction, but the details of the bill are still being debated. Lawmakers are pushing to ensure that Social Security recipients and veterans are explicitly included in the final version, preventing any confusion or exclusions like those seen in previous stimulus packages. One of the major points of discussion is how the government will fund these checks without increasing the national deficit. Some officials suggest reallocating unused pandemic relief funds, while others propose generating revenue through targeted financial policies. Despite these debates, there is growing bipartisan support for providing direct payments to Americans struggling with rising costs. A key requirement in the legislation is the need to file a federal tax return, even for those who do not normally have taxable income. This has sparked concerns among Social Security and VA beneficiaries, many of whom rely solely on government benefits and do not regularly file taxes. Lawmakers are discussing whether an alternative system can be implemented, allowing automatic payments for those already in the Social Security and VA databases. However, until a final decision is made, financial experts advise all potential recipients to be prepared to file a simple tax return to avoid missing out. Another important aspect of the bill is the potential income threshold for eligibility. While previous stimulus payments were phased out for higher income earners, this proposal seeks to prioritize lower income individuals and those on fixed incomes. The exact cutoff has not been confirmed, but there is debate over whether it should be based solely on reported taxable income or if other financial factors, such as assets and savings, should be considered. Some advocates argue that any means testing would create unnecessary barriers, delaying payments to those who need them the most. Others insist that setting income limits would ensure funds go to those in genuine financial need rather than higher income retirees or individuals with substantial savings. The timeline for passing this legislation remains uncertain. Supporters of the bill are pushing for a fast-track process, hoping for approval within the next few months. However, political negotiations, budget constraints, and procedural delays could slow down the process. Even if the bill is passed quickly, distributing the payments will take additional time as the IRS and other agencies work to process millions of transactions. Lawmakers are also considering whether these payments should be sent in a single lump sum or divided into multiple disbursements over time. Until a final decision is reached, many Americans are left waiting for confirmation on when and how they will receive this much-needed financial relief. A surprising element of the proposed economic relief package is the introduction of the Doge Dividend check, a concept linked to government savings that could provide an additional financial boost. This initiative is designed to redistribute excess federal funds in a way that directly benefits taxpayers, rather than allowing the money to sit unused. While details are still emerging, some policymakers suggest that these dividend checks could be issued as an incentive for economic participation, encouraging people to re-enter the workforce or invest in the economy. The idea behind this is simple. When the government saves money through efficient financial management, a portion of those savings could be returned to eligible citizens in the form of direct payments. In addition to direct stimulus payments, the proposal also includes incentives aimed at increasing labor force participation. Many industries continue to struggle with worker shortages, and lawmakers see this as an opportunity to encourage more people to rejoin the workforce. One of the suggested policies would allow individuals who start working to qualify for both the Doge Dividend check and retain all of their earnings without penalties. This approach differs from traditional unemployment benefits, which often reduce or eliminate assistance once a person starts earning wages. By ensuring that new workers can receive these additional financial benefits, policymakers hope to motivate those who have been hesitant to return to work, ultimately strengthening the economy and reducing dependence on government aid. Another major focus of the plan is addressing household debt, which has skyrocketed due to inflation and financial instability. The proposed stimulus and dividend checks could help struggling families pay off overdue bills, reduce credit card debt, and catch up on rent or mortgage payments. Many Americans have been forced to rely on high-interest loans and credit cards just to cover basic living expenses, creating a cycle of financial hardship that is difficult to break. By providing direct financial relief, lawmakers argue that these payments could prevent further economic downturns and help stabilize the financial well-being of millions of citizens. Public trust remains a crucial factor in ensuring the success of these payments. Many Americans have grown skeptical of government promises, especially after delays and complications with previous stimulus programs. To address this, lawmakers are pushing for a transparent distribution process where funds are allocated based on clear and verifiable criteria. There is also discussion about setting up a long-term system where future surplus funds could be redistributed in a similar way, creating a predictable and reliable form of financial relief. If implemented effectively, this approach could provide ongoing support while reinforcing public confidence in economic policies designed to benefit everyday Americans.